Hi, this is the second part of the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad: The Danger of Relying on Job Security. The book explains that depending only on a job for income is risky in the long run. Even though a steady job seems safe, it actually puts people in a weak position because they are always one decision away from being unemployed. The poor dad believes that job security is the key to a good life, but the rich dad says that job security limits personal freedom. The rich dad teaches that people should build multiple income streams, so they are not controlled by one employer. This includes investments, side businesses, or any asset that generates money, even when they are not working. This shift from job dependency to income independence is one of the main ideas that drives financial freedom. Developing financial intelligence. Financial intelligence is described as the ability to solve money problems and make sound financial decisions. The rich dad says this intelligence is built by reading, learning, trying new things, and thinking creatively. It is not about having the right answers all the time, but about knowing how to ask the right questions. The rich dad encourages the use of imagination, analysis, and action when dealing with money. Financial intelligence also includes knowing how to read financial statements, understanding markets, recognizing opportunities, and managing risk. Well, the more financially intelligent a person becomes, the more options they have in life, and the more confident they are when dealing with money. Avoiding instant gratification. Another idea the book discusses is the danger of instant gratification. The poor dad often buys things to feel successful or comfortable, even if it means going into debt. The rich dad, on the other hand, delays gratification and uses money to create more money before spending it on luxuries. He believes that most people spend too much on wants and not enough on investments. He teaches the main character to buy assets first and let those assets pay for the luxuries. This way, money works for you instead of being spent as soon as it is earned. The habit of patience and discipline with money is key to growing wealth over time. Building passive income. One of the strongest themes in the book is creating passive income, which means earning money without actively working for it. This can come from rental properties, stocks, intellectual property, or owning a business that others manage. The rich dad teaches that real freedom comes when your passive income is enough to cover your living expenses. This is when you are no longer trapped in the cycle of working for money, but instead have the freedom to choose what you do with your time. This type of income allows people to focus on their passions or spend time with family without worrying about bills and salaries. Using failure as a teacher. Failure is treated differently by the two dads. The poor dad fears failure and avoids it, while the rich dad embraces it as part of the learning process. He says that mistakes are opportunities to grow, and that the fear of failure stops most people from taking action. The rich dad shares stories of losing money and making bad decisions, but explains how each of those moments made him smarter and stronger. He encourages learning quickly from failure and trying again with better strategy. This approach builds resilience and confidence, and it leads to long-term success. The message is clear: if you want to be rich, you must be willing to fail and learn. The need for action. The book stresses that knowledge alone is not enough. Action is required to create results. Many people read about investing and saving, but never do anything with the knowledge. The poor dad collects degrees and certificates, but never takes financial risks. The rich dad learns through action and encourages starting small and building up over time. He believes that people can read and study, but if they do not act on the knowledge, they will stay in the same place. The main character learns this by starting with small ventures and gradually taking bigger steps. This lesson teaches that doing something now is better than waiting for the perfect time. Understanding the market. The rich dad believes in paying attention to the market and watching for changes. He teaches that there are always opportunities, but most people miss them because they are not paying attention. He encourages reading financial news, looking at trends, studying industries, and learning from others who are active in the market. The poor dad ignores the market because he relies on a paycheck, The rich dad, on the other hand, is always watching for new ideas and testing them. He treats the market like a game of strategy and keeps learning so he can stay ahead. This way, he turns information into money by being prepared. Mastering emotions around money. The book talks about how emotions, especially fear and greed, affect financial decisions. The poor dad is driven by fear of losing money, so he avoids investing. The rich dad teaches that fear is natural, but it must be controlled. People who are ruled by emotion often buy high, sell low, or panic when things go wrong. The rich dad says that successful people learn to manage emotions and make decisions based on logic and numbers, not feelings. He also warns against greed, which can lead to taking reckless risks or falling for scams. By staying calm and thinking clearly, you are more likely to make good financial choices. Investing in yourself. One of the most powerful lessons in the book is the idea of investing in yourself. The rich dad believes that the best investment you can make is in your mind. This includes reading books, attending seminars, meeting smart people, and practicing new skills. He says that your level of success will never go beyond your level of personal growth. The more you grow, the more valuable you become in the marketplace, and the more opportunities come your way. This kind of investment pays off for a lifetime, and it cannot be lost like money in the stock market. Investing in yourself gives you the tools to build wealth and keep it. Teaching the next generation. The book also discusses the importance of teaching children about money at a young age. The poor dad relies on schools to teach everything, while the rich dad actively trains his son by including him in business talks, giving him challenges and explaining how money works. He believes that children should learn the value of money, hard work, smart investing, and delayed gratification early in life so they can avoid mistakes later. This also includes giving them real experiences instead of just rules and lectures. By doing this, children grow up with a strong foundation and are better prepared to create financial success on their own. Thank you for listening. Please stay tuned for next upcoming part of this book.